गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून, गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। मेरा नाम अरविंद है और वी आर हैदराबाद बॉयज वेयर वी टॉक ऑल थिंग्स क्रिकेट, cricket news, cricket reviews and cricket matches updates. And with me we have Saurabh.
Hey, good morning. I mean, where I'm from, it's good night for majority of the people. But yeah, good morning, namaste, everyone.
I believe आप travel कर रहे हो. You are not in India at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we are our group name is, I mean, our channel name is Hyderabad Boys, but apparently both of us are not in Hyderabad, right? So
At this point of time, currently,
yeah,
currently, I
right,
know.
right,
Yeah, I know you're right now in London there. So good,
yeah.
enjoy that. So yeah, let's start our this week's video. We have our India Australia match tomorrow. तो मुझे लगा कि we have a packed agenda. So I thought we could talk starting with India versus Australia review.
Right.
उसके बाद I think we had some announcements happened in the last 24 to 48 hours.
Mhm.
One was वर्ल्ड कप के dates announce हुए हैं, venues के list भी आ गए हैं. The second one was US में Major League Cricket has finally arrived. We had some announcements around that. And finally, I think there was cricket happening around the world outside India, Australia as well. तो हम उसके बारे में भी बात करेंगे. तो but we'll get started first with India, Australia, the
Right.
third ODI at Chennai. तो पहले बात करते हैं टीम न्यूज या नो टीम अपडेट्स की. आज द्रविड ने एक कमेंट मारा था कि द टीम्स काइंड ऑफ सेट फॉर द वर्ल्ड कप इन टर्म्स ऑफ 17-18 प्लेयर्स दे आर ऑलरेडी देयर. तो मुझे लग रहा है कि द वे दे मे वांट टू डू दिस थर्ड वन इज दे मे वांट टू गिव सम चांसेस टू अदर प्लेयर्स इन द स्क्वाड टू ट्राई आउट सम फ्यू कॉम्बिनेशंस. तो दिस इज आई एम ओपन क्रिकेट फॉर हियर. तो हमें लग रहा है कि more or less the top 6-7 players may get selected. हालांकि मुझे लग रहा है, although this is Cricinfo's news, my prediction here is from an India standpoint. पहले टीम इंडिया की बात करते हैं कि क्या चेंजेस हो सकते हैं. मुझे लग रहा है कि टॉप ऑर्डर शायद चेंज ना हो बिकॉज उन लोगों ने फिर से खेला ही नहीं, सो उनको आई थिंक मौका मिलेगा. बट आई हैव अ फीलिंग वॉशिंगटन सुंदर या कुलदीप यादव may get a chance in place of Ashwin. Sorry, not in place of in place of the number 9. एंड मुझे लग रहा है कि उमरान मलिक को भी चांस दे सकते हैं. क्या लगता है आपको टीम इंडिया के बारे में, सौरभ?
Uh, I think bowling department is the place where I feel they would do quite. I wouldn't say quite a number of changes. You can expect few changes for sure. जैसा लग रहा है कि वॉशिंगटन सुंदर हो सकता है कि कोई गेम खेले, लेकिन बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग चॉइस रहेगा. एज इन वॉशिंगटन सुंदर, देन यू हैव अक्षर पटेल, you have Ravindra Jadeja. So I mean, if in case that
करेक्ट.
happens, you have decent three spinners, and it also increases the depth of Indian batting lineup.
ट्रू, वेरी
So
ट्रू.
I would love to see Imran Malik play for sure. I think I know you spoke about Dravid ने already decide कर लिया है कि हमारे हमारे 17 core members कौन है. I hope Imran Malik is part of that 17. और अगर 17 में नहीं है तो I would मतलब I don't think so that India has possibly learned its lesson from 2019 and 2021 or 2022 debacle that happened in the World Cup.
द वर्ल्ड कप,
I mean,
2020 वर्ल्ड
yeah,
कप्स.
yeah. T20 में I know we this is a the 50 over format World Cup, लेकिन more or less मुझे लगता है कि इंडिया को एक आउट एंड आउट फास्ट बॉलर के साथ जाना चाहिए. मुझे लगता है कि उमरान मलिक को खिलाना चाहिए. आई एम नॉट श्योर हाउ मेनी वनडेज दैट इंडिया वुड बी प्लेइंग बिफोर द वर्ल्ड कप, बट आई
एक्चुअली
थिंक
इसके बाद देयर आर नो ODIs. इंडिया इज प्लेइंग आफ्टर दिस IPL एंड देन दे आर एक्चुअली गोइंग टू वेस्ट इंडीज. आई थिंक जुलाई अगस्त में जा रहे हैं, where then maybe a couple of ODIs, or maybe or two or three, but the conditions are in West Indies pitches again. It's a very different conditions. And essentially उसके बाद it's all World Cup pre, warm up, उसके बाद so India is not really playing a lot of actually games after this. मतलब गिने चुने 5-6 games and then they are in the World Cup group stage. So if they have to experiment, I think this is a good opportunity. Third test, third ODI. मुझे भी यही लगता है कि उमरान मलिक को खेलना चाहिए. So I have a feeling that Shami should be rested and Umran Malik should be played. And Washington Sundar should be playing that. Uh, I think Akshar Patel has done its job. I think between him or Kuldeep Yadav, I think any of them should be given a chance to continue it. मुझे लगता नहीं है कि ये टॉप 6-7 चेंज करेंगे. मुझे लगता है कि ईशान किशन विल स्टिल बी आउट.
हाँ, आई थिंक मोर और लेस आपका बैटिंग लाइनअप आई थिंक वुडंट बी टैम्पर्ड विद. आप
करेक्ट.
बॉलिंग में थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस देख सकते हैं फॉर श्योर.
Correct. So let's go talk a little bit about Australia here. Australia, I think I have a feeling Warner will be back this game. I think it's probably back. In which case, मेरा ये लग रहा है कि Warner is back. Mitchell Marsh could actually drop down. So the way I'm looking at it is Warner, Head, Smith, Marsh, Carey आए जाएंगे. Again, Green, Maxwell. I think they'll continue that same combination. यहाँ पे जो इन्होंने क्रिकइन्फो ने लिखा है कि इट्स कुड बी शॉन एबर्ट, एस्टन अगर और नीथन एलिस. मुझे लगता है कि या दैट इज वन स्पॉट दे मे वांट टू गिव अ चांस टू अनदर वन. शायद नीथन एलिस को वापस कंटिन्यू करें, या शायद एस्टन अगर को इंट्रोड्यूस करें. आई थिंक दिस इज वन स्पॉट वेयर दे मे वांट टू give some rotation to give opportunity to someone else.
I think the other change that possibly would happen would be I think Manas Labuschagne. I think is likely to miss out looking at the lineup. Warner,
Possibly.
Head, Smith, Marsh, Carey. So I think
He could
Labuschagne goes out.
possibly miss out. Yep.
Possibly, and I think it might be a three men fighting out for. जैसा लग रहा है कि यहाँ पे दिख रहा है cricket form में. Sean Abbott, Agar, Nathan Ellis. I think they're playing in Chennai.
They are playing in Chennai, which could be a little bit suitable for slower sort of a.
Slower, हाँ मतलब traditionally जैसा मालूम है. I mean it can be a batting paradise, you never know, but हो सकता है कि यहाँ पे slow turn
इस
थोड़ा
या
बहुत हो.
इस टाइम पे एंड
गर्मी बढ़ गई है.
गर्मी बढ़ गई है एंड बारिश भी गिर गई है. आई मीन यू लुक एट इट, क्रिकइन्फो इज आल्सो सेइंग इट रेन्ड इन चेन्नई ऑन मंडे. तो मुझे लग रहा है कि बारिश कल वेडनेसडे को गेम, आई नो, बट गर्मी है, बारिश हुई थी, शायद स्विंग स्विंग मोमेंट हो. They may just give an option to someone like Nathan Ellis again, just to give it as an option as a bowler. अगर उनको लगे कि स्पिन का मौका लग रहा है and they want to give someone cover to Adam Zampa, तो शायद मुझे लग रहा है कि एस्टन अगर नेथन एलिस को ले लेंगे.
Yeah.
But I think that otherwise, David Warner, I'm thinking that is going to be the big change there. Warner coming back and Labuschagne could miss out. मुझे लग रहा है कि Warner will be, given the chance to try it out here or there. So yeah, Chennai. I remember. This is the one. I remember Chennai 1987 World Cup, that the thriller. In which case Mitch Marsh's father itself played that, scored that century there. So it was that Reliance World Cup, and I remember मेरे पास एक वो book होती थी which would have all these scores, score listed of this one, and I still remember this was, I think, one of the first games they played in that World Cup. And so yeah, I think it will be a close game. Prediction करना मुश्किल हो रहा है because this whole ODI series has been weird, wherein people got out very quickly out early, less than 200 runs both the games. So I'm not able to decide कि ये pitch कैसा रहेगा. It will all depend on of the pitch is swinging or seaming or it's sprint friendly. I hope that they will have a batting track, give opportunity to allow a 300 plus score in this series. तो मुझे लगता है कि वो हो. So win the toss bat is where I'm thinking captains would go. But traditionally चेन्नई में वो थोड़ा स्पिन का वो एंगल आ जाता है, तो I have a feeling India will go for a spinner, and Australia may just want to go with a pace bowler or a spinner depending on how that pitch would look like in the morning. But any final thoughts on India Australia?
I just hope it's a good game. I think the first two games have been, I mean, especially the second one has been was a bummer. So I expect a good game. I think that's the best that we can basically hope as cricket fans.
Correct.
I mean, barring the sides that we've basically chosen in the first ODIs and second ODIs as our predictions, which have been extremely
जो हमने
bad.
predict किया, exactly opposite has happened.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So
I'm
not really
actually
sure.
not going to predict anything
Predict.
this game. I think it's a close game. I think anyone could win on its day. Close, both में matchups अच्छा लग रहा है. Depth है. There's a lot of batting in the available on both sides. Both batting want to get into the game. Both Australian order and also on the Indian side, and bowling has done the job this time. So I think they'll want to continue doing that. तो ये मुझे लग रहा है कि close game होगा. I hope it's such a good game. I hope they score a lot of runs. मुझे लगा ये 300 plus runs मारे and then it becomes like a very exciting, entertaining game and sign off this series on a very nice note for both of them.
Right.
I'll hope कि India जीते, but I mean I hope Australia also does well. I mean Australia deserves to end it on a high note too. So whoever wins will deserve this one.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. Let's end the India-Australia preview there. We will see how that goes tomorrow. Let me talk a little bit about this article which came on Cricinfo where Dravid just mentioned. Talked a little bit about Surya Kumar Yadav. Ki, he has no complaints or worries about him. Ki unko lagta hai ki wo pick up kar lenge. But essentially, the crux of the article is इन्होंने अपना एक core हो गया है. And this article clearly states कि इनके बाद the next ODI is that Caribbean tour which I was talking about. उसके बाद शायद only 3 या 4 हो इंडिया में and then the World Cup is begin. So I think basis what Dravid is saying कि more or less our team is already there. We just have to figure out some combinations and they could be good with it. I think this is where I think if India gets their combination right, that they would probably be favorites to win the lift the World Cup. But if they get the combination wrong, मुझे लगता है कि Australia, England are favorites to try England favorites again to defend it. Australia in a very good spot to actually come back again at the top of ODI cricket again. तो मुझे लग रहा है इन तीनों में से ही होगा World Cup में. But yeah, this was I think was a very interesting note from Dravid there about that. Let me talk a little bit. So that is all India Australia. इसके आगे हम we will see how the match goes. I thought we will switch our topics here. एक interesting खबर आज आई थी World Cup. Considering we are doing our ODI series review, I thought it was very good to mention the World Cup के dates आ गए हैं, and even the final venue is set. So World Cup is beginning on October 5th, and it probably would end around November 19th. So almost like 45 days, sort of a scenario. Interestingly, Ahmedabad is the final. So I think this is a very marked departure for India. I remember 2011 World Cup was Wankhede, Mumbai. 1987 World Cup, which also happened the first time, was Wankhede. If I remember right, the Reliance World Cup, 97 which happened, that also happened in Wankhede. The 96, although which was a joint one, the final happened in Lahore, but the only semi-final which India got, the big one, was in Kolkata, Eden Gardens, which was very famous for our Kambli crying out and India getting out at 120 for 8. So change of era for India. The largest stadium in the world will host the World Cup final in 2023. Interestingly, the following are the venues which are in the list for the host of different games. We have Bengaluru, Chennai, Delhi, Dharamsala, which I think would be very picturesque, in that October-November timeframe. Guwahati, Hyderabad. So as Hyderabad Boys, we have Hyderabad representation there. Kolkata, Lucknow, Indore, Rajkot, and Mumbai. Interestingly, there's no Delhi in that, which I thought was no Firozshah Kotla. Oh, sorry, Delhi is there. I take back my word. There was one stadium which I thought wasn't there, which should have been there, but maybe I got that wrong. Yeah, interestingly, yeah, I think the other interesting fact was Gujarat has 2 of them, Rajkot and Ahmedabad. So we can see how this has played out in this current era of of political play as well. With Jay Shah at the end there, Rajkot and Ahmedabad getting there. Fair enough, I think. Yeah, it's all good there. But yeah, I don't think the fixtures have been announced or kahan honge. So I think that we will wait and see where that goes. But I thought this was a very interesting matchup which would happen, and Narendra Modi Stadium will be the final there for the World Cup there. So that was pretty good one. Any comments on this one? from your side?
I think थोड़े venues मुझे थोड़ा surprising लगा कि they're not part of the shortlist. I think Nagpur could have been one.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Nagpur wasn't there. Nagpur with her, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
नागपुर नहीं है. I mean रायपुर, हालांकि
Raipur.
स्टेडियम बहुत अच्छा है. रांची मुझे लगता था कि शायद हो सकता है. I mean if I can see इंदौर and इंदौर especially and लखनऊ to be in the list, मुझे लगता है कि रांची या
Ranchi was
फिर
missing. Cochin is missing.
कोचिन इज मिसिंग एंड आई थिंक हाँ, मतलब ये दो तीन थोड़े मिसिंग हैं, लेकिन
I don't see
मोरलेस आई
anything in
थिंक
Rajasthan, Jaipur. Like, Rajasthan
जयपुर
Royals is
का
there.
ग्राउंड isn't so great. Let me be very honest, isn't so great.
But if I'm looking at from an IPL franchisees point of view, you've covered all the major franchisees there. Guwahati coming in there instead of, let's say, Jaipur. Um, but yeah, you're right. I think Nagpur was a mess. Ranchi seems to be a mess. Cochin, I think, is also a mess from a Kerala standpoint. Um, yeah, I think I think that looks fine there. I guess these are the big misses I felt.
हाँ,
Yeah.
आई थिंक इस सर्कस में एक मेले पे सबकी नजर रहेगी, वो है इंडिया पाकिस्तान.
Yeah,
So
I'll be curious to see where India Pakistan would land up. I have a feeling India Pakistan could land up in Ahmedabad as a group game. They would want to have that spectacle of 100,000 spectators filling uh, in the largest stadium for the greatest spectacle. India Pakistan maybe मुझे लगता है कि ये टाइमिंग भी ऐसे करेंगे कि इधर वो दशहरा वाला वीकेंड हो या दशहरा हो या दिवाली हो, so you can see that whole festive sort of a scenario as well to that play. We don't know the fixtures yet, but मुझे लग रहा है कि that's what they will time it out across.
could
And I
be.
have a prediction. My prediction is that'll be
आई
India
थिंक
Pakistan Ahmedabad.
इधर वो अहमदाबाद में होगा या फिर ईडन गार्डन्स में होगा. ईडन गार्डन्स में भी कैपेसिटी काफी अच्छी है,
हाँ, but I
लेकिन
have a
हाँ आई
feeling. Yeah, I
थिंक
have a feeling it'll be Ahmedabad.
इट विल बी अहमदाबाद.
Yeah. Cool. That is all we had on World Cup. We'll continue, as we track how the venues and fixtures come into the play. We'll again bring that back. I had another topic here, which I thought was interesting. America is getting IPL version of it. America is getting cricket. Cricket in America is going to rise more and more. Major League Cricket is, in the play for the country here. There are going to be 6 franchisees. So मैंने अभी पूरा details पढ़ा नहीं है. We'll probably do a very separate video on how Major League Cricket is and who's owning what. सुनने में ये आ रहा है कि mostly Indian owners have taken it up. So like Chennai Super King has taken up Texas, Mumbai has taken up New York. Um, I believe we have Royal Challengers Bangalore, I think, has taken up, I think, DC or San Francisco. I don't know which one is it, but essentially, we also have, I think, Satya Nadella doing a part ownership for Seattle Orca. So you can see IPL owners getting into Major League Cricket. Cricket is it's growing in USA. यहाँ पैसा है at the end of the day. Sponsorship, all these NFL, NHL, they are very, very big on money. They have a lot of money. There is a lot of opportunity here for Major League cricket to grow in the country. And I believe our next World Cup T20 is also happening in USA. So
यूएस आई
this
थिंक
is
या.
yeah. So this is all getting into that aspect of how can cricket make their entry into USA and grow there. And I think agar Indian owners, I believe Ambani has taken over Mumbai Indians, MI, New York, whatever. I don't know what the name they're calling. I think Texas is called Texas Super Kings. So if you look at it, they did their first draft here. So I thought I'd briefly mention these are the 6 superstars they're calling it here. They got Aaron Finch is joining San Francisco Unicorns. Henrik Nokia is joining DC Freedom, which I think would be for Washington DC group. Manindu Hasaranga is also joining DC Freedom. Quinton de Kock is joining Seattle Orcas. Marcus Stoinis is joining San Francisco Unicorns और Mitchell Marsh is joining Seattle Orcas. ये तो अभी एक initial list है, I think, और आएगा इनका
और
draft.
आएंगे.
I think draft will continue to be built out here. A couple of other interesting names which I saw in the group was we had Unmuk Chand, who was I think under 19 India के World Cup champion हो चुके थे when I think this was way back in 2008 या 2010 में. He left India, he moved to America, and then he became Indian American, I believe, citizen. And Unmuk Chand is also now going to Los Angeles. I think that's another team which is being there. Los Angeles has been owned by Kolkata Knight Riders, so they're going to call it LA Knight Riders. I believe we have other international cricketers like Liam Plunkett or Corey Anderson, who all have moved to America. तो एक मुझे लग रहा है कि this is Indian IPL owners and IPL India basically wants to build another a global element for cricket outside India. And मुझे लग रहा है कि अगर उन लोगों ने ऐसा bet मारा है कि they want to grow this, so there could be money more involved. And this is my take here. The day Indian players become join this may not happen this year. I believe they are doing this in July, June, July in time, the same time as English summer time. तो मुझे लग रहा है कि अगर इंडियन प्लेयर्स इसमें आ गए तो this could become that IPL के बाद go to America and then play that. So I think a very interesting announcement which has come this Major League Cricket. We will do a separate video a little bit more in detail, but I thought आज एक teaser open करते हैं कि ऐसा announcement हुआ था. Any thoughts on this one from your side?
Yeah, I think World Cup I think would be a good trigger for this. The second thing, I think if this particular league has to become successful, it has to be subcontinent players and especially subcontinent से India. क्योंकि Indian diaspora is quite big in US.
Correct.
तो और मुझे जैसे अपने फ्रेंड से पता चलता है who play cricket in Canada in I don't know at what level. So I think Indian players का अगर इसमें आएंगे, I think that would be a the success, if I would have to say, of this particular league growing. I mean,
Absolutely.
I think Indian corporate has already put some money in South Africa. I think South African Cricket League जो आप देख रहे हैं, या फिर एक शारजा या दुबई में UAE में भी कुछ हुआ था ITL T20.
Correct.
वहाँ पे भी उन्होंने पैसे डाले थे, लेकिन मुझे लगता नहीं ITL T20 वो जो शारजा या दुबई में UAE में हुआ था it was that successful. लेकिन साउथ अफ्रीकन लीग काफी सक्सेसफुल रही थी साउथ अफ्रीका में, और कंसिडरिंग यूएस में पैसा है, और अगर यहाँ पे इंडियन प्लेयर्स may not be this year as you said, maybe in a years or couple of years down the time, if they can join this, I think that could trigger something
I,
trigger
I,
something
yeah,
big.
I think this is a perfect mechanism for IPL, to grow
Yeah,
as offshoot brand in terms of Major League Cricket. And yeah, I think it could become a big success. There's diaspora waiting to see these games, and I think they will also look at the whole T20 जो US में होने वाला है, the next one. If that
yeah,
becomes successful and you get crowds come into the thing, one thing we have to understand is यहाँ पे भी pitches और stadium नहीं आया है. They're doing it. I think they're going to play in Dallas as they improve the infrastructure. My guess is if they improve the infrastructure over the next couple of years, and if they get likes of, I don't know, Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma being like mentor or something as they go along, yeah, this could really become like IPL as
yeah,
number one
yeah,
league,
yeah.
and this could become as on par with like BBL or PSL or the what do you call Vitality Bast, the English T20 this thing. So very interesting one. We'll see
Very
more
interesting. Yeah, yeah.
how this goes. We'll do a separate video about what the owners are, who goes where separately. But I thought we'll take the teaser here. Um, I have two more idea. I have two more agenda items for this one. I thought this one also came through nicely. PSL khatam ho gaya, as we talked in the last video. ESPN Cricinfo did the PSL team of the tournament, and not surprisingly, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Rizwan and Riley Russo really made it the mark. So I thought we'll just quickly see the PSL team of the tournament, and just I want to hear your thoughts. So the team looks like it's Mohammad Rizwan, Taim Ayub, Mohammad Harris, as you mentioned last time. You got Riley Russo, Kieran Pollard, Azam Khan, Imad Wasim, Rashid Khan from Afghanistan, Shaheen Shah Afridi as expected captain, Zaman Khan and Ihsanul Allah. So that is the star 11 of PSL 2023, which was picked up by the ESPN Cricinfo group, the staff members there. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think मैंने मोहम्मद हारिस के बारे में थोड़े दिन पहले बताया ही था. साइम अयूब is another one. और आई थिंक 2-3 प्लेयर्स जो आप सुन सकते हैं, और एक और इंटरेस्टिंग चीज इस पीएसएल से ये निकली है कि पहले लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द प्लेयर्स। आई थिंक मोहम्मद हारिस, आजम खान पहले भी न्यूज में रह चुके हैं, लेकिन फॉर बैड रीजंस आई थिंक उनका वेट वगैरह का इशू रहा है, लेकिन ही इज स्कोरिंग रन्स। द अदर प्लेयर
Is he the
अपार्ट
one from
फ्रॉम
Afghanistan?
हु?
Is he from Afghanistan? Is he the
नो,
guy who's
आजम खान
opening?
इज मोइन खान्स सन।
Oh, okay,
या
interesting. I did
या
not know that.
सो
Okay.
इंसानुल्लाह, वो जो लास्ट प्लेयर दिख रहे हैं आपको
Uh-huh.
इस बॉक्स में, ही इज अ क्विक बॉलर
Okay.
from the pool of fast bowlers that Pakistan seems to produce every now and then. तो ये भी आप देख सकते हैं T20 में soon to be representing in
In
somewhere in
Pakistan?
Pakistan. हाँ, पाकिस्तान।
Very
लेकिन
interesting.
एक चीज जो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग which can stir up the Pakistan cricket team, especially T20s या फिर shorter format, is शाहीन शाह अफरीदी। Now मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ शाहीन शाह अफरीदी की स्पॉट के बारे में। Now he has won PSL, this is twice in a row.
Yep, twice in a row.
और I don't know if you are aware of this, or any of our viewers are aware of this. काफी बात चल रही है कि बाबर आजम की कैप्टनसी के बारे में, और कौन से फॉर्मेट में ही हैज टू गिव अप द कैप्टनसी।
And we think the next
हालांकि
captain is Shaheen
बाबर आजम
Shafridi.
हैजंट या एंड हालांकि बाबर आजम हैजंट डन टू बैड इन T20s। आई थिंक उनका record is pretty okay, although I don't think so he's a good strategic sort of a leader. Test matches में I think he's lost, I mean, as far as his captaincy skills are concerned. Lekin I don't know what the PCB is going to decide, but considering Shaheen Shah Afridi has already won couple of PSLs,
He's strong contender to be the captain for Pakistan at some point of time,
could
if
be,
Babar.
could be, could be, could be. So
And yeah, I mean the trend has been there. Like Pat Cummins as an Australian bowler is leading Australia. So wo bowler as a captain um, has worked currently in the international cricket at this
yeah,
point of time. It's been there. Usually batsmen ही more or less ले जाते थे captaincy
yeah.
roles, but um, yeah, Shaheen Shah Afridi, watch out for him as a potential captain option for Pakistan. So could be very interesting. Could be very very interesting.
Can
All
be.
right, I thought that was the PSL one. We'll move on from PSL. I thought we will end it with you know some other games which was happening in around the globe. Let's talk a little bit about your team, your favorite team, South Africa. South Africa has won today by 4 wickets. I think if I look at it, Brandon King scored the score from West Indies. I think they had a good start. I don't think anyone went big. I felt that they could have done a little bit more than 260. But let's look at South Africa there. Heinrich Klaassen, 119 of 61 balls, 5 sixes, 15 fours, strike rate of 195. That's eye popping.
Yeah, I think they had a bad start. I'm not really sure what eventually. Can you just scroll down a little bit?
Yeah, they were
So
36
they
for
were.
two.
Oh yeah, so they were 36 for 2, 11 overs. So I think run rate was pretty fine. I think, but I think by that time Klaassen possibly would have come in. So if you look at it, around the end of 11 overs, they were 3 for 73. So they all had almost to chase 200 runs. But I think, as you said, I think what's popping out is 100 Klaassen. I have seen him bat. I'm not really sure if you have in the past. He
I
is a
have,
clean
but
striker.
yeah,
He is a
but
clean striker. He's a good player. He's a good test player as well. I mean, South Africa
is
के
he
first
playing in
class.
IPL?
He is playing in IPL.
We'll cover
He
in
is,
IPL videos some of the things. I want to see
yeah.
where
He
each
is playing in the
squads are.
IPL. He is playing in the IPL. और ये मेरे अगर साउथ अफ्रीका बैटिंग करती है तो मैं इनकी बैटिंग जरूर देखना प्रेफर करता हूँ. So
Yeah, I mean, look at it. They finished the game in 29.3 overs, 8.9 ka run rate. That is
yeah. So
eye popping. That
I
is
think साउथ अफ्रीका की बैटिंग, अब अगर आप देखेंगे क्विंटन डकॉक, मार्करम, टेम्बा बवूमा, who's blossoming into a decent player, Heinrich Klaassen, David Miller. I mean, all of a sudden, this seems to be a good, at least a good batting lineup for sure.
yeah,
So देखिए क्या होता है. I think
yeah. It was
let's
very
see. I mean,
interesting. Yeah,
I'll
very
cross
interesting.
my fingers. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it was also good to see Marco Janssen scoring 43. 2 sixes there in that. That was
Marco Janssen, I think he is another. देखते हैं. I think अगर ये, I think एक
it will
player.
be I think IPL team, I think Mumbai Indians. I think he's with the Mumbai Indians or Gujarat Lions, one of the two, I think.
एक
That'll
एक
be very,
बैटिंग
very
ऑलराउंडर आई थिंक जो साउथ अफ्रीका की एक स्ट्रेंथ रही थी सालों तक, काफी सालों तक, जैसे शॉन पॉलक आए थे, लांस क्लूजर थे, जाक कालिस थे.
correct.
आई थिंक दे वर नॉट एबल टू फाइंड फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम. मैं मार्को जानसन को देख रहा हूँ, क्लोजली फॉलो कर रहा हूँ. गुड गुड लेफ्ट आर्म सीमर एंड प्रीटी डिसेंट विद द बैट.
Yeah,
तो
yeah.
आई
It's
थिंक
pretty
जस्ट अ क्लेम टू फेम फॉर मार्को जानसन. आई डोंट नो कितने इंडियन फैंस को मालूम, क्रिकेट फैंस को मालूम होगा. बहुत सारे इंडियन बैट्समैन दे स्ट्रगल टू स्कोर अगेंस्ट राशिद खान, लेकिन उन्होंने राशिद खान के एक ओवर में 4 या 5 छक्के मारे थे एक टी20 मैच में, वो रिसेंटली कंक्लूडेड साउथ अफ्रीकन
interesting.
टी20 लीग. सो या.
Very, very interesting. Maybe that's why one of the reasons why he's also picked up in that Mumbai Indian squad, I think.
या
If I believe right. So
या
yeah, I think yeah, we'll end it. I think that was South Africa West Indies. I think एक और game हुआ था आज. I won't talk much about it. Zimbabwe Netherlands again. Just to understand, how others are playing. Zimbabwe just scored 249 runs. Clive Madande ne 74 mara hai there. I'm actually not familiar with Zimbabwe anymore. I mean, I know Sikandar Raza, I know Craig Irvine, but more or less, the team is a little bit new to me. Yeah, I think we had a century from Teja Nidamanaru. I think that's Indian origin guy, I think, or Indian origin. Yeah, I think Indian personality there in Netherlands team. Yeah, Netherlands beating Zimbabwe there. So that
I
was
better,
another interesting
yeah, I better
element
not
there.
talk about Netherlands because Netherlands are the one who defeated South Africa in that infamous
Yeah.
match in T20 World Cup. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
I prefer not to
Or
talk.
I think the other last one was an interesting one. Bangladesh Ireland game happened, but result nahi mila. But the interesting element was Mushfiqur Rahim scored the fastest century in the Bangladesh's history. Scored 160 balls. So I thought that was
Wow.
100 of strike rate of 166. That I think Bangladesh scoring 350 or 50 overs, in that subcontinent pitch. Sure, it's Ireland, but you don't discount Ireland there. Unfortunately, the game, never went there. Everyone had starts, so that was another interesting one there. So yeah, that I think was what I had in our plan today. Yeah, so we will conclude it here. This was our 10th video, so thank you very much. We finally achieved double digit of videos there in terms of getting on YouTube. Now that after this game is done with India Australia, we will start with some IPL content. We'll do some team reviews, and predictions and all of that, and who are the players to watch out in different teams. But yeah, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you enjoy watching cricket content, what we're trying to produce. And yeah, share to your friends, share to your family members. We'll talk again later. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.